about water heater maintenance. As you can see, that's a gas water heater, 50-gallon gas water heater. And I want to give you a quick one on water heater maintenance. Typically, hopefully, theoretically, if you do this at least once a year, your water heater should last for a very long time. Typical lifespan of water heater, typically it varies, it ranges between 8 to 12 years, the typical lifespan. If you do this at least once a year, it should last hopefully a lot longer than that. So we'll get into it. This is a quick introduction. I'll come back to you. Okay, let's get into the actual, well, before we get there, let's talk about if this is even needed. This video may not apply to you. If you have an electric water heater, the elements that actually heat the water are typically positioned like on the side of the tank. Gas water heaters, they have a flame that sits up under the bottom of the tank that heats water. If you have a gas water heater, I think you definitely should do this at least once a year. If you have an electric, maybe every couple of years, but definitely a gas water heater, you should definitely do this. And there are, I think, videos on YouTube showing the procedure as far as flushing out the bottom of the tank. I'm gonna do mine a little different, but depending on where you live, depending on your town, city, state, there's what we consider hard water, water with a lot of mineral deposits, and in some areas there's considered what we consider soft water, water with not a lot of mineral deposits. All right, let's get into it. What you're looking at there now are two water bottles. The one on the left is what we consider a brand new water heater. It's nice and clean and clear, and brand new. One on the right is a water heater over years and years and years of service. If you live in an area that is considered to have hard water, over time, minerals and sediment will collect at the bottom of your water heater. And if you don't flush that out at least once a year, you will have a real issue. Imagine trying to heat 40 to 50 gallons of water through, inch and a half, 2 inch, 3 inches of mineral deposits and sediment at the bottom of the water heater. Now, if you have an electric water heater, this may not apply because the elements tend to come in on the side and they heat water from like I said, the side. The elements they'll typically be one here, a lower element, and there'll be a higher element, and they heat water that way. But on a gas water heater, you'll have a flame on the bottom heating the water. And if you're trying to heat 40 to 50 gallons of hot water through, 2 or 3 inches of minerals and sediment sitting at the bottom, tank won't be as efficient. Water definitely won't be as hot, and you'll have issues. Over time, it'll crack, and then you'll be spending $600-700 to put in a new water heater. Like I said, over time, this will happen to your water heater. This will. So what we want to do is flush that thing out. We want to flush it out, and we'll get into that here next. Okay, let's get into what we need to, or what you need to do to maintain this unit and keep it in service for many, many years, and hopefully you'll have hot water forever. Like I said earlier, the typical lifespan of a water heater ranges from 8 to 12 years, depending on the usage. But we want this thing to last forever. Well, probably not forever, but for a very long time, because to replace a new one would run you, easily $600, $700, $800. So we want this unit to last a long time. So this is kind of what you need to do to keep this thing maintained. And hopefully if you do this at least once a year, it'll last for a very, very long time. First of all, you want to get a quality water hose. I know a lot of you guys will probably just want to grab the one out in the yard. If you're not quite sure about that one, I would, go to one of the local big box hardware stores and get you a good quality water hose. If your water heater is located in the garage, I probably wouldn't worry about it so much. But in a lot of cases, water heaters are located in attics. They're on the interior, closet somewhere on the interior, second floor, first floor. They tend to put them all over the place. So you definitely want to get you a good quality water hose. Make sure it's not punctured, and so if you have to, I would go spend $25, $30, get you a good quality water hose. What you want to do first is turn the setting thermostat down to its lowest setting. Like here on my water heater, I would put it down to either pilot or vacation setting. Definitely don't want to turn it off, but turn it down to its lowest setting. And I would give it a couple of hours. You have to remember, you have 120, 140 degrees of hot water in this tank. So you just don't want to turn it down to the lowest setting. Hook a water hose up and start running, 120 degree hot water through a water hose. Okay. Like I said, I would give it, a couple, 2 or 3 hours, allow the water in the water heater to cool down. I'd come back and, get your water hose, and, I've already hooked it up, but hook your water hose up to the drain valve. Hook that up and take the other end and make sure it terminates on the exterior. Now, I don't know where your water heater is. It could be in your attic, could be on your second floor, it could be on your first floor, it could be in a closet. Like I said, if it's in the garage, it wouldn't even be, I probably wouldn't even, if your garage slopes to the driveway, I probably wouldn't even worry about it. But if it's located, if your water heater is located on the interior or in the attic somewhere, you want to hook your water hose up. Make sure it terminates, the other end terminates on the exterior. Very important. You don't want that to terminate anywhere on the interior. Make sure it terminates either out of a window. You'll find a door, a window. Make sure it's terminating on the exterior. And there's a shutoff. There's a valve. There's a valve. You just unscrew it. Some, like on this one, this particular one here, I need kind of a flathead screwdriver to get in there and just turn it. But just turn it counterclockwise, and it'll open up that valve, and it'll start draining that water. And what happens in the process, as you're draining this unit, cold water will flush in. As you're draining this unit, cold water will come in and start to refill this tank, which disturbs that mineral sediment, layer down in the bottom. It kicks it up and it drains out of this water hose. Now go back. Now once it starts to drain, go to the end of the water hose. You should see a lot of dirty sediment. You should see the water should be of a different color, which is showing a lot of minerals, a lot of sediment that's being drained out. So allow that to drain. Allow fresh water to come in. As it's draining, fresh water is coming into the tank, and just check it. Check it every couple minutes. And once you see clear water coming out or terminating at the end of that water hose, it should be clean. So once you see water running clear on the other end where the water hose is terminating on the exterior, just come back, turn your drain valve, close it, turn it clockwise and close it, unhook your water hose, allow your water heater to fill back up, and just change your thermostat setting to whatever setting you prefer. Some people like it hot, some people like it, you know, warm, depending on what you like, but that should be it. And let's just briefly recap. First of all, you definitely need a good quality water hose. Make sure it terminates on the exterior. Change your setting on your thermostat to, you know, start the draining process, and just sit back and wait. And after that is finished, and that noise you just heard was my condensate pump. Kind of messed my video up, but once your tank fills up, your water heater fills up, like I said, go back and change your thermostat setting. You should be good to go. You guys got any questions, comments, any concerns, just always hit me up down in the description. And with that, this one is a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys picked up something from this. And I will see you again on the next video. Thanks for watching.